Guys, when I literally say God is good, like God is good. Yeah, tell you why. Why? I recorded this entire experience. Yeah. Okay, I'm playing. People who are watching know that today has been a mess. They just don't know why. But when I get him, guys, I have a sit-down conversation. Okay guys, so this is the day after the chaos. I'm literally supposed to be on campus in the next hour, but I have a feeling if I don't sit down and do this video, I won't do it. So I'm basically turning into it and get ready with me. I want to do a little bit of makeup because we have an event later. Because I'm going to campus and I'm going to the event straight from campus, I don't want to like look overdressed to campus. Just gonna do something light in my face. So basically yesterday was obviously the day my sister was going back to Nigeria. I had planned to get to the airport 2 hours before, but she wants to get there 3 hours before. And I'm like, fair enough, like everybody has their different timings. So I got ready for the time that she wanted to go. We were even slightly... Yeah? So we're kind of slightly late for the time that she wanted, so we're kind of almost going into my time. Anyways, we get on the trains now and we got halfway to Heathrow Airport when we realized that we had left something. We had basically left my dad's seeds, and I know that sounds like such a random thing, like, oh, you left your dad's seeds, but basically my dad does some farming in Nigeria and he had cut up some seeds whilst he was here. When he went back to Nigeria, he completely forgot the seeds and he was like, oh, since my sister's coming back slightly after, that she should bring the seeds. My dad had reminded us a few days ago that we should put the seeds in the bag to make sure that we don't forget it. Obviously now we're halfway to the airport and we deep that we've forgotten it, and at first we were like weighing up our options. We're like, oh, is it that important? Should we go back or should we just leave it? Eventually we decided that it's not worth both of us going back for, so I took some stuff and I took it back home. She was carrying a lot of suitcases. I started to make my way back home now. She carried on going to the airport. I think when I'm on my way back, I let her know that, oh, I'm on my way back now. Tony tells me that she's checked in, but apparently she had left her phone inside her suitcase that she had checked in. So she was messaging me on her iPad to let me know that she's left her phone into her suitcase that was already checked in. It's bad, but it's not the worst thing in the world. At least you have a device. So she had an iPad with her. She even lost her watch some time ago. So she didn't even have an Apple Watch to like track calls or anything. So I get into Heathrow Airport and then I start looking for my sister and I'm messaging her and she's not responding. I can imagine she's not responding because she was trying to talk to the airport people about trying to get the checked-in bag back so she could get her phone back. I'm trying to message her and she's obviously not on her iPad like all the time because she's communicating with them, but I'm panicking like, okay, I'm here now with the seeds, like where do I find you type of thing. She wasn't responding. I just kept calling her phone on FaceTime so it would go to the iPad, and then I was just like, I'm just gonna try her phone. When I was about to click call, I was just like, what's the point? The phone's not with her anyways. But I don't know why I clicked it. I just clicked call. I've called now and then someone else is on the other line. They're like, hello, like in a really deep voice, and I'm just like someone has clearly got her phone type of thing. I'm like, oh, have you got my sister's phone? And the person's like, yes, I've got the phone and I'm underground. And I'm like, sorry, what? They're like, I'm underground at Heathrow Terminal 4. So I'm like, oh my days, that's where I just came from. So obviously I ran to Heathrow Terminal 4 to try and get her phone. And I realized that it was actually the underground people that had the phone. Apparently someone had handed in the phone because my sister had left her phone on the train. Guys, thank God for God, because let me not name names, but anyhow, she had left it in any other part of London or any other part of the world. That phone would have been gone. I've really not been doing my eyebrows recently. I feel like I'm just over makeup at this point. I don't know, should I fill in the ends? Looks a bit scanty. I can't be bothered to conceal. So basically I got downstairs, I got to the man and I was like, oh my days, thank you so much. And he basically made me go through some checks to make sure that he was giving the phone to the right person. So he'd asked me for ID, he'd asked me to call the phone, blah, 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 blah. And obviously I passed all of it. I did later that I literally could have just said like, oh, let me unlock the phone, right? Because I knew the password and everything. So now I finally had my sister's phone. I'm like, okay, I need to find her now. Bear in mind, I had still been trying to reach her on the iPad, but she wasn't communicating with me. At this point, I was like, oh my days, this girl's probably still talking to the airport officials, trying to get her checked-in bag now. But I obviously have her phone, so there's no point of her doing all that. I kept calling and she wasn't picking up. I was just getting super stressed out. And after a while, I tried her again and she picked up. I was like, oh my days, Tani, I have your phone. Da, 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 da. The underground, they found it. And guys, Guys, it was so embarrassing because they really had retrieved her checked-in bags and they had brought it and she'd been searching the bags and she couldn't find the phone. When I thought about the fact that a normal person will probably have thought, oh, I don't have my phone with me and if it's in my checked-in bag, I might as well just wait till I get to the country that I'm going so I can get out. First of all, if she didn't get those bags back and confirm that her phones were definitely not there, she could have flown and then realized when she got to Nigeria that she didn't have a phone. 2, if the Holy Spirit didn't make me call her phone again, the officials in the underground would have had no way of knowing whose phone it was, and no, like, they wouldn't have been able to call anyone because you need to unlock a phone in order to call. So that was another miracle. I get her phone to her and I find her, and then she basically has to go tell the Heathrow people that her phone was in the bag and basically all of their effort was in vain, which is a bit slightly embarrassing, but we moved, like, at least we found the phone, which is the most important thing. Yeah, so I give her the seeds that I originally went home for and I give her her phone. So she goes on her way and I go on my way. And then I get downstairs to the underground. I'm about to get on my train. So I'm about to tap in and I can't find my oyster. I'm like, where's my oyster? I literally pour out my whole bag. I was just like, where is my oyster? I can't find my oyster. And I just thought back and I was just like, flip. I remember that I was actually holding her bag and I had put my oyster inside her bag. And bear in mind, my sister had gone into the departure gates because I watched her go through the departure gates and I went downstairs to get my train. So I called this girl and she's not picking up. Eventually she picks up and I'm like, you have my oyster card? And she's like, oh yeah, but she's already gone through the departure, blah, blah, blah. I'm not even trying to hear it. I'm just like, I don't know, you just need to find a way, Tony, because £10 and another oyster is crazy. I literally just lost my oyster card at the end of last year, so I wasn't really trying to pay for another oyster. So I was like, please find a way to come out. I couldn't find anyone to like let them know what the situation was, but she kind of just started walking back on herself. And then I ran back upstairs and then the man wouldn't let her like cross back to the other side. So he was just like, oh, he would take the card. So he took the card from her and then gave it to me. But guys, like, so much was literally going on yesterday. So much was going on. It's as if the devil was just trying everything. First we had left the seeds at home. Then we thought that my sister's phone was inside her suitcase that was checked in, and then we ended up finding it underground. And then my sister almost traveled with my oyster card. Like, I've never had such an eventful like trip to Heathrow Airport. That is basically the end of the story time. And I might get ready with me, to be honest. I'm just gonna line my lips and call it a day. Like, it's such an easy thing to do. I feel like I just have no knowledge on how to do it anymore. I'm gonna add a bit of pink. My pink used to be bright pink and is now almost brown because I always mix it with lip liner. But it is, I don't even use setting spray normally, but why not? This is me ready. No, Tony actually ate with this hair, guys. Like, nobody does braids better than her. I don't have my perfume. I decided to change my hair last minute and put it backwards. Quick disclaimer, I didn't actually plan to record any YouTube content, but it was a really lovely event and we got an opportunity to hear from and speak to a lot of these people. This babe is actually replacing Tony Senior. She's now become Tony Junior. This is my little sister, guys. Tani and Tony.
Yeah, first time going out together, even though this should have happened like a year ago, but it's fine.
A year ago when we just met.
Yeah.
Well, she's also a content creator.
Guys, I'm actually
she's also a STEM babe.
Woman in STEM.
Tony's gonna go get her helix done. Process.
None of this thing is even on camera. I can't be scared.
You did that.
Let me just tighten it for you. I'm not going to tighten it too much to the space.
Is it quick?
Yes.
I'm going to count down.
Done. So how is it?
Guys, I've been scared. That lady lied to me. Oh my god.
The first thing was that, oh, it doesn't really hurt.
Oh my god, to be fair,
Tony was...
I did my lips, and that was alright. Like it hurt, but I knew what to expect, so I was like, I can hack it. Bro.
Little did she know.
I'm still feeling the pain. If Tani wasn't recording,
But I'm not. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Like it didn't really show.
Like, I had to keep
just
it
hold
in.
it in. Yeah.
From my heart, I felt it in my heart, in my soul, in my spirit. I felt it.
But it's done now. Are you not happy to have it?
I'm happy. I'm done. I've gotten all the piercings I want now.
Oh, so
all
no
my
more.
ears. I'm done with my
Thank
ears.
God. Your mom will be happy with that one.